Hi Gemini, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for October 23rd through November 22nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Scorpio Spy Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love. Whoopsie. Hello. And support yourself if you like what she has to say. Ooh, the Tower. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, Gemini, but it might resonate in other areas of your life. All right, the Tower. A shakeup. What is going on here? A revelation or an upheaval? Could be Scorpio you're dealing with. All right, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. Ace of Swords. Okay. Two of Cups. Judgment. Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. Ten of Swords. Three of Swords. King of Cups. King of Pentacles. All right. Okay. What? Okay, so Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. Wow. Has there been like an ending? Like an unexpected ending? Because they say they, I mean, we got the Two of Cups and the Lovers, and we got the Three of Swords here and the Ten of Swords. What? I can see why the Tower showed up. I'd be lost as big dog over that. Like, wait, what? What just happened? What's this Two of Cups about? What's this Two of Cups? Two of Swords. What's this Judgment card about for Gemini? This Judgment card. Five of Wands. This feels like I love you, but there's a but in there. What's this Lover's card about? Seven of Wands. What's this Ten of Swords? Uh-oh. Eight of Swords. You know what? It's like this is somebody that feels overwhelmed, because even though there's a love there, there's bickering and arguing and conflict. What's this Three of Swords? Ouch. What's this Three of Swords about? The World. Oof. What's this King of Cups about? Two of Pentacles. This is someone that's going to stay in limbo, Gemini, because they are stuck on wanting to know how the heck this is going to work out. They just can't bring themselves to reconcile because they don't see how it's going to work out. And they feel like, well, I don't know what to do, so I guess I'll just end it. I guess we'll just let it go because I don't know what to do. So the thing is they're not, maybe they're just saying, everything's fine, I love you, everything's fine. And they're not saying anything, but this is someone that's pretty frustrated, and you two might have been bickering lately, looking at the whole of the relationship, or if you're considering reconciliation, this is someone that doesn't see how that could happen. Even though there's a love there, they don't see how you two could be on the same page because of the bickering. Did I say Libra? I meant Gemini. Sorry. Because of the bickering, I'm looking at the Lovers, thinking Libra. That's interesting. Because of the bickering. And because how is this going to work? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like all we do is fight. I feel like there's just drama. I feel like I'm better off by myself. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how it's going to work. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? King of Wands. What else for this Wheel of Fortune? So that is King of Wands, Four of Wands. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but this could be about you putting in more effort because your person's exhausted. And I'm not giving advice just like, I'm just saying from my own personal experience. No, I'm not talking about me. That's what's showing up here. We've got, basically, it could be really good if more of an effort was made. Don't start throwing stuff at the screen or, want to punch me in the throat. I get it. But, I don't know. It could be about doing what needs to be done for the sake of this connection because your person doesn't know what to do. They're not lying. They're not telling you that whatever and then they seriously want out of it. They want this. They don't know how. So this is not somebody that's trying to buy themselves some time and then slowly sneak away. This is someone that does feel, we got the Lover's card, we got the Two of Cups, we got Judgment here. This is someone that wants that. They just don't know how it's possible. And they're pretty broken up about it, thinking that they don't have any other choice but to break up. And even when they break up, they're still going to go away and still be thinking about it. So this person's not done even when they say they're done, Gemini. They don't want this to end, but they don't see any other way. So it's not that they want this, they just don't know how to fix this. And I think part of their hope is that you'll figure out a way to save the day, or you'll figure out a way to fix this because they just feel like they're at their wit's end and they don't know how to anymore. They don't know what more they can do. We got King of Wands, Four of Wands here. And that could be, someone needs to make an effort towards the commitment and the relationship to take it to the next level. If that's what you want to do, it's there for you. Like this, that's what this person's waiting for. They don't know it, but they just see that they can't fix this. They don't know what to do. They don't know that you're possibly thinking about it or whatnot. But if you don't want it, then of course end it, right? But if you do, the relationship is still viable. If you want to reinvest or if you want to make some changes, it's there. It's just that this person doesn't see how it's going to work because they don't know what else they could do. They're not even considering what you could do or asking more of you or like, hey, can you meet me halfway or can you handle this for a while or whatever. They're just feeling like, how are we going to get past all this? There's an issue of trust here too. It's not control, but there's issues of trust in this relationship. Your person feels really weary of trusting and wary, They feel like they're just dog tired and they feel like they're real wary of trusting. But they've taken so much on, like this person just thinks it's all their own responsibility, Maybe there is a bit of control in the sense that they feel like they have to do everything, but then they wore themselves out and now it's like, what'd you kind of expect? Going at breakneck speed and trying to be in control of everything. You got to let somebody else help you. That's what a partnership is. You two are, joined in the same goal and work together. And it's almost like this person might have been controlling. And I just said there wasn't control there. But then they wear themselves out and then they're like, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, you never gave me a chance, did you? You just kind of got out there in front of everything and then did everything. And I just kind of had to show up and you blame me for being lazy. What? So, yeah, I could see why they're just like, well, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what else to do. How can we make this work? Well, maybe don't try so hard. Maybe make room for me, Got two kings here. That could be minor counsel, which is talking about somebody in order to kind of bridge the gap and get this person off their own back. Maybe it would do well to, for them to talk to somebody that they consider wise counsel, whether that's a professional, a family member, a trusted friend, any of that, someone that can kind of, because it's not like they trust you, they're kind of at war with you, or they're kind of just conflicted and feel like, you know what, I just don't want to talk about it, because they don't trust anybody but themselves. But then they've screwed themselves here. So, I mean, this could very well be that somebody just needs a neutral party to talk to about this, so that someone can go, you know what, you need to take off the cape, calm down, and let somebody else do something for a change. And you need to just stay in your lane. How about that? Can you try that? Can you get off your own back and quit wearing everybody else out? By you scurrying around and trying to manage everything, nobody likes that. You might, Gemini, you might have a little busybody on your hands. A little pistol there. Needs needs a break, but it's almost like they brought it on themselves. So if you want to reinvest in this, do it. It'll be there. There's a love there. But if you're just like, I need a break from this, I'm exhausted, your person's exhausted too, they're frustrated, you're probably just like, oh my God, I need some breathing room. But it would help to clear the air. It would help too if your person got some perspective and realized that not everything in the free world is up to them. Just saying. What else for Gemini? The Hierophant. Could be Taurus. So, yeah, that's you two. It feels like they could be learning from this experience more than they are. It also feels like there's a very strong connection between the two of you. That right now you're at odds, but this person's got to go through a rite of passage or some kind of learning curve or something. Like they need to kind of, I mean, it could be that they're thinking that you need to pay your dues and kind of show them and prove to them, but they've got to let you. I mean, they can't sit there and invite you in and then just talk your ear off the whole, well, you need to do this and we do. Shut up. Give me a minute. Just let me. Can you just sit here next to me for 5 minutes and not say anything? Can we just be together for a minute? You know what I mean? Like it feels like they might be wanting you to jump through some hoops or prove this or that, but you don't have to prove anything. What needs to take place is they need to calm down. Really. Honestly, Gemini, they need to calm down. I think there's, I don't know, the more I feel their energy, it's like, it's bigger than the relationship. It's like something's kicking them in the teeth and they're not talking about it, or they're not, just like everything's just piling up on them, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You two have a very strong bond. And I think they might have it in their head that you need to, be put through the paces to earn your way back or whatnot. But I think what it is this is a learning curve for them. They need to take a minute and they need to have balance restored. This is about them restoring their faith. This is about them, everything needs to calm down and they need to get back to where they can start trusting themselves again, and they're not so worn out and they're not running circles around everybody and trying to overachieve and outachieve everybody, and only to exhaust themselves and be paranoid and not be able to trust anybody. What are you doing? What's the point of having family and friends if you're not going to rely on them, or if you're not going to let them in? There's no inner circle there. Like, what? Stop it. Gracious. This is unnecessary. This is being dramatic. Well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to go. I'm just going to break up. Hold on a minute. It doesn't, we need to just clear the air. Perhaps they need to talk to somebody. Maybe that's what that frenzy is they need more than the groundedness of this relationship and friends and family. Maybe they need to go talk to somebody about what the heck's going on, because it's starting to kind of derail. It's starting to get out of control. And they need faith restored. They need balance, and they need to trust in those around them to help them right themselves, get back on the path, get back on the straight and narrow, get back to themselves, because this is someone that's starting to get kind of out of control, and it's like the weight of the world is on them. And it doesn't need to be that way. This does not call for that. Dare I say, they might be being too dramatic here. And that's not judgment. I just think maybe whatever it is has kind of gotten out of control and away from it, and because of that, everything is made into like this huge mountainous issue, and it doesn't have to be. Just that thing needs to be addressed, but because it's not, it's affecting everything else, and everything is chaotic, and oh my gosh, we're going to just die if this doesn't happen. Well, you're going to die a lot until you deal with the thing, whatever the thing is, whatever this needs to be, meet up with this. Whatever that is needs to meet this energy. Faith restored, trust restored in your closest friends and family, getting things back on track, getting your faith in yourself back. What else for Gemini? Because from what's shown here, it doesn't look like you want it to end either, but you don't want it to continue this way. Good Lord. Happiness in our hearts and homes. That's what needs to be addressed, because this person needs to get that back. There's a love here. Be ye not stupid and throw that away. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about your poor person is just like running circles around everybody, and it's wearing them out, and it's no picnic for anybody. And I mean, the potential for this is there, but they've got to get to some kind of, whatever this issue is, to restore the balance in this. Because this person is anything but content and peaceful and quiet. Now, who is really? Let's be honest. But this is more so than usual. Like, this person has got profound unrest that they need to quite possibly address. And it could be because of issues from their past that they're quite conflicted about and trying to get a handle on. There's frustration and anger, and it's bleeding over into their relationships, not just with you. All right. And they feel like, well, I just need to end it and walk away. No, you don't. That's easy to go away and cry. Facing it and confronting it head on, that's where the bravery and courage is, and that's where you get vertical on something. Walking away, ending it, and crying, that's easy. I mean, it's not easy, but you stare it in the face and you look right back at it. That's where the bravery and the courage is, and that's where you get back to yourself. That's where you find yourself again, when you don't back down from it. You stare it back in the face and you be like, let's do this. All right, let's do this. What do you got? Because otherwise it's gonna, and I'm not talking about you, Gemini, I'm talking about your person, but this is gonna keep festering for them, and it's gonna get in the way of, they've got to face it. They got to deal with it. It's time. It keeps coming up now. Look, it's almost gonna tear you two apart. What else for Gemini? Your poor person, though. God, they must be so tortured. Oy. Gemini. Seriously, like they're just good. Grab their ankles, put on a pot of vodka, lock the door. We're gonna figure this out. That's what it feels like, because it's just, everything's just. It's like, calm down. Doesn't need to be like that. Hold on a minute. Hold on. And I know from where I'm sitting, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm making it into something really small. I know it's not. But I just wish that they had the perspective. I wish they could see it from a different perspective, to know that it's going to be okay. And how it starts being okay is that you see this through. You don't stop at the 5 of Wands. You see it through until you basically beaten it. And you get to the 10 of Wands, where it's finally too much. You figured out and you get to set it down. But this is like this constant thinking and then just being conflicted. That doesn't get you anywhere except for spreading the conflict. This has got to be managed. Look at that. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. See? Conflict in the relationship. What else for Gemini? Knight of Swords reversed. 9 of Cups. So perhaps this is about happiness, not handling everything all the time, getting out in front of everything all the time. This could be somebody, because of the conflict they feel inside of them, is just living in the moment just doing things in haste and not giving, not really having any regard for who it hurts or what, just popping off everywhere because they just want to live in the moment and be happy and just because they're so stressed out and they've got the weight of the world bearing down on them. Just something to think about. This was like all about your person, Gemini. I mean, I know it's about what they aren't telling you, but there's a whole lot they're not telling you. I bet you they didn't even think of this. They don't want it to end, but they don't see any other option, and they don't see any other option because they're so stressed out and they don't know what ended. They don't know what's what now. Round and round we go. You got to deal with some issues from the past. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than your relationship. This is their own personal conflict that they brought into the relationship that can be addressed, but they need to get vertical on it, and they haven't been. They've just been fighting with it. Well, they need to see it through. And this is about, and because of that, their attention span, their discipline, their devotion is very short-lived. It's all about getting what they want in the moment. It's not realistic. Not if you want a lasting, loving, nurturing relationship. Okay. All right. All right, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. I hope your person is okay. I hope they're able to get vertical on this. I feel bad that they're so tortured. Okay. I wish they could get that faith back. I mean, I wish they could see like the perspective, like it's going to be okay and you'll have help and friends. You just got to get through it. But every time they come up against it, they back off. They got it. It's gonna tear you two apart. All right. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.